Hey everybody, it's Luke over at Galaxy Tech Review, and today I've got a product from Vansuny. This is their X16S 2TB NVMe M.2 SSD. Supports PCIe 4.0 for very fast speeds. This can boast up to 7,300 megabytes per second. Perfect for maybe adding a SSD to your PS5 or maybe upgrading your laptop or PC. We're going to dig into it now, and I'll be right back. Okay, so let's take a look at what comes in the box with the X16S. We're going to get a little bit of a user manual here, or installation guide is what they're calling it. But we're going to take a quick look at it anyway. It's in a couple different languages. The print is a little bit small, but it just shows you how to install the SSD in whatever slot you're going to be using, and that's applicable for PC, laptop. They're all the same, PlayStation 5, and anything else that you could want to use. Now, they do give us a nice little screwdriver kit here, which is nice, not just because of the screwdriver, but they also give us standoffs, which you may need for certain motherboards, and they also give us extra screws. And a lot of times motherboard manufacturers won't include a screw, or maybe you've lost the screw, and now you've got a couple extra standoffs and screws to be able to install this drive. So it's very nice that they do include all of this in the package. Of course, we get the drive itself, and we also get a heatsink, which is very nice, especially when we are going to be installing this in, say, something like the PS5, where the PlayStation 5 recommends that you do have a heatsink as well. Now, the installation of this is fairly simple. You're going to take these two pieces of thermal tape. Once you unscrew the screws, there's two on each side, and you're basically going to put a piece of thermal tape on the bottom, put the drive in, and then another piece of thermal tape, and then put the top on and screw it together. Very, very easy and seamless installation for the heatsink. Taking a look at the drive, it is a 2280 size. Now, this drive features 3D NAND and TLC flash with speeds up to 7,300 megabytes per second. It is PCIe 4.0 NVMe, and this is a great fast upgrade for a lot of different products. You can see it's a one-sided drive as well. You're only going to have chips on one side, so if you're worried about putting this in something that is going to be a tight fit, maybe a handheld gaming console or something like that, you're not going to have any issues. So first I wanted to test this with my PS5. It's very easy. You just have to kind of lift up the tab here on the side of the PS5 and then slide it off to get to the spot where your SSD drive can go. And this is going to be a very simple installation, but I did want to show it real quickly, just in case you've never upgraded your PlayStation 5 before. We're just going to take off the screw here that covers the bay for your extra SSD drive. And then once you get this screw off, you can open up the drive bay itself. And then you're going to see that we have a standoff here already in our PS5, which is nice. So we're going to unscrew that. And then we're going to install this drive with the heatsink. And you're going to see that it fits very nicely in the PlayStation 5. So let's take a quick look here at how tight the fit is for the PlayStation 5. Now, when you do install these drives, you go in at a 45-degree angle. So you do want to just line up the pins there, slot it in at a 45-degree angle, and then just push it down, and it will sit on that post. All you have to do now is just reverse the steps by screwing in the screw to hold the drive in, and then put your PS5 back together. So once we turn on the power for the PS5, it's going to ask us to format the M.2 SSD drive, which is quick and easy. It only takes a few seconds to format the drive. So once we format the drive, it'll give us a read speed here, and the PS5 reads it as 6,458 megabytes per second, which is plenty fast for the PlayStation 5. You notice that we do have, 2.04 terabytes recognized. This is the X16S. It comes up as the X16S in the PlayStation 5, so we are now good to go for 2 terabytes of extra storage in our PlayStation 5. I also wanted to test this in my PC using a PCIe 4.0 setup here, so I can get the fastest speeds out of it. You can see that we've got Crystal Disk Mark and Crystal Disk Info here to monitor temperature. We're set to NVMe SSD on Crystal Disk Mark. It comes up as my D drive here, and we're going to take a quick look at how fast this drive reads and writes in my PC. I will go through this test really quickly and fast forward it so you don't have to watch the entire thing. We'll get back to it at the end of the test. Okay, so that was the full test, and it's very close to its advertised speeds of 7,300 and 6,300. You can see that I topped out at about 7,100 megabytes per second on the read speeds and over 6,300 on the write speeds. This also has 2 temperature sensors in it on the right-hand side. The current temperature is 43 degrees Celsius, and during the test, it never topped anything more than 46 degrees Celsius, so only a 3-degree uplift on this small test. So this is an extremely fast drive that will work very well for PC gaming, video editing, and anything else that you can throw at it, and the thermals on this are excellent as well. So there you go, that's my review of the Vansuny X16S PCIe 4.0 NVMe M.2 SSD drive. Now this is a great drive because it's got super fast speeds, it's got all the things that you need included in the box, including a nice heat sink for heat dissipation, and the speeds are just spot on, no problems whatsoever. Great for gaming or video editing or upgrading any one of the devices that you may have to use this with. I was overall impressed with this, so I'm definitely going to give it a thumbs up. This was Luke from Galaxy Tech Review. I hope you enjoyed my review, and I'll check you guys out on the next one.